I'm serious, nigga. What do y'all think about this? Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby, get some bubble gum in this motherfucker. Something.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Andrew. Here to show you what's in my bag again from the season. Made a few tweaks to my bag. Just wanted to show you what changed. What hasn't changed are my putters. I still carry 4 Protege closers. This one's really old, really turnover. This is my far jump putter. Just goes really straight for me. If I want to, I can ante it, and it'll be a little more distance. And then, you know, all my main putters, I practice a lot putting at home on the course when I start a tournament, or even just casual rounds. I'm always putting. I carry 1 approach putter still. Well, last time I had 2. I took the shield out. I only throw this closer now. I just really learned to slow it down a little bit more on my approaches. You know, leave it out on the hyzer. If I wanted to go a little bit farther, I can snap it and it'll kind of ride and slowly, you know, land flat and kind of start anteing. However I want to, I can throw this disc on any angle I want to. It'll do everything that I want it to. Mid-ranges, I still do carry a gator. This is almost a staple in my bag, obviously, until, you know, they come out with one. This thing is just the perfect utility disc for me. Skip upshots or, you know, small forehand upshots. This is a really trusty disc for me. I've thrown one since I started, so haven't changed one yet. And then next are my 3 ghosts. From stability wise, this is still my overstable one. The white on white, I mean, I can throw it flat and it's still going to get, you know, a lot of hyzer out at the end, or I can just throw them on big hyzer approach shots and it's not going to stand up, it's not going to turn over. It's just going to consistently stay on a hyzer. This one here, this one's really starting to be my go-to. This one's kind of doing everything for me right now. If I throw it on an ante, it's going to hold it. If I throw it flat, it stays flat. It even lands flat for the most part. And on a hyzer, you know, same thing as that one, it'll finish left for me as well. And this one's still a utility one for me. Nothing but dead straight, slight turnover. When I don't trust that one as much, I'll grab this one. Definitely good for rollers as well. Just goes really straight for rollers. Fairway wise, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so I have added the new fighter to my bag. I pulled out my Firebirds. These are a little bit more beefier than my Firebirds were, but definitely trusty in headwind. I just played an A-tier out at Fort Morgan last weekend, and I threw these a lot. There was wind towards the end of the round. They didn't turn over on me. They just held their hyzer line. The one thing I wish they did was just go a little bit further, but it's totally okay when I can throw them in headwind and trust them. So I carry both of the Battle of the Aces. The other one, new addition, is the Bandit. I threw a Bandit before, and then I changed to the Nemesis, but I just realized this has a little bit more glide. I like it for big, you know, turnover shots, sky antes, or even rollers. They're really fast for rollers. I do really enjoy the Bandit. I also throw a Patriot, of course. This is still one of my go-to discs. If I have any questions on any, you know, lines that I need to take, I can grab a Patriot and it'll do almost everything I want it to. So this is probably one of my most thrown discs that I have in my bag. I still carry a Rival. This is also a really good disc for the woods, you know, when I need to throw it far straight or have a little bit of hyzer at the end, or I can kind of tweak it just a little bit and it'll kind of go and flatten itself out and land on an anhyzer, but land it flat, so that's a good one. One disc I've been messing around with is a Thunderbird. Pretty stable. I just like it. It gets a little bit more glide and a little more beefier than the Rival. Trusty, I can definitely trust it. Just waiting for, you know, something like this one to come out, and that's going to be even better. And then on to the main squeeze of my bag. Let's see, I did forget one fairway. Carry a Mongoose. Strictly roller disc, nothing more. Maybe sky antes, but I got the Bandit for that, so strictly a roller disc. And now the bread and butter is my Outlaws. all different things, all, you know, range stability wise differently as well. Let's see, that one. Alright. So, if anybody's seen my picture I posted to the Legacy page, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago. This is the Pinnacle Outlaw that I threw 562. This thing I can just release it on an Anheuser, let it go, and by the time it's 500 feet down the fairway, it's barely slowing down, and that's when it starts to come out a little bit more and then finish left. So this is strictly a tailwind disc, or maybe even a wide open shot with not too much OB, to where if I over torque myself or if it hyzes out too soon, you know, it's not going to penalize me too much. This one's a new one. I took out my old pink first run and added this first run to the bag. This thing was my workhorse in Fort Morgan. What to say about this disc? I mean, I hyzer flip it and it stands up and it goes. I can throw them on an Anheuser. You know, not max distance like this one, but definitely controlled up to 450. Yeah, I can throw it on a hyzer and it's just it does everything I want it to. This is one of my favorite discs right now. I still carry my blue pin law. This one's just a little bit beefier than that one, so this one's kind of comes out only every once in a while. This is one of the first team stamps I put in my bag, so it's kind of real sentimental to me. I'd rather not lose this one, and I have a bunch more first runs. I recently added a pink Pinnacle Outlaw. This thing I can torque on as hard as I want to, and 450 foot drives with it, really controlled, strictly on a hyzer. Doesn't stand up, doesn't turn over, and it doesn't come out too fast. So this is really a disc that I utilize in a lot of headwind as well, for max distance shots in headwind, or, you know, left to right crosswind. I can grab this disc, trust it, and you know, play my best hyzer shot, best shot available. Next, I've been working out with this pink Legend Outlaw. It's actually really clear, which is kind of nuts to me. You really can't see it, but it feels really like it's almost like a blend. And this is more stable than that pink one. This one's, like I said, it's just being tested right now. I'll definitely see if it sticks in the bag or not, or just a backup for another overstable driver. And this one, I still have the Gunmetal Outlaw in my bag. This thing is strictly for super headwinds. Even when I can't trust my pink team stamp here, I feel like it will turn over, but if it does, I'll grab this guy. This is strictly utility disc. If I need to get out of any trouble, out of woods, you know, I can throw it on an Annie and it's instantly coming right back out. Kind of a little faster than what the Fighter does. But I don't know, I have a secret love with these Gunmetal Outlaws, and these things just, I don't know, they do anything I want it to. Any kind of hyzer line, I can get out of a lot of trouble with this. I didn't bring my Mini. I normally do. I carry the same Gold Legend Mini, same color as this, same everything. I just feel it's, you know, gold is for good luck, or it's the end of the rainbow, which means, I don't know, maybe I'll find some luck in there somewhere. So that's what I did in my bag. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Shot Shapers, and I want to thank you, Legacy Disc, Steve Rico, everybody at the factory. Hey, and I appreciate everything you do in supporting my 2016 season. Thank you.